Did you hear about the flower who was wrongfully accused of murder? It turns out all the evidence had been planted. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday, my friends. I hope you've had a good weekend. Feels like, as it often does, it feels like I've been away for a very, very long time. The weekend simultaneously flies by and lasts forever. But welcome in, my friends. Very happy to have you with me tonight. Sparrow the Dragoon, first in chat, Sparrow. Happy to see you're here. And Lucent Jelly, thank you for being here as well, of course. Already time to resubscribe. Thank you for that, Jelly. I think you did. My subscriber count changed, but I didn't get a... it went up by one, but I didn't get a notification in my activity feed. There might be something wrong with that. Let me see. Does the activity feed move when I redeem channel points? I don't even know. All right. Well, it's working. It's working now. So I don't know. I don't know what's up. Thank you for the thank you for the trophies though, Jelly. And oh my, what an emote. All right. So tonight, two games. Two games, kind of like we normally do. We're going to work on Super C. I'm going to do a couple runs through this. Hopefully they'll be good. I've been practicing to complete a deathless run with no items. I've done the any percent deathless run, so now low percent is what we're after. I've done lots of 1 credit clears, so a deathless run could, in theory, happen at any time, but I still have a lot of trouble with parts of Stage 4, 6, and 7. So, while it could happen, because I have made it through each of those levels deathless in isolation, I don't know that I'm bold enough to say it's likely to happen. But we need to stay in practice, so we're going to do a couple runs. And after that, we'll switch to Pikmin 2. We're now starting up the post-game of Pikmin 2. We saw a credit roll last time. We paid off all of our debt, but the plot continues. So, I don't even know if it's right to call it post-game, because the plot is continuing, so I don't know. But we're gonna pick up with that, and it looks like we're moving toward 100% in Pikmin 2. Like that might be the ultimate goal. But we shall see. We shall see. Didn't get to send a personalized sub message yet either. I don't know. Maybe there's I don't know. There's some kind of problem there. Oh, yuck. That's not starting things off right. Do you remember that episode of The Simpsons? I do not know what episode you're talking about, Sparrow. I do not know what that is in reference to. It's like you've asked me a question with no context. It's like you just wrote true or false in the chat, and I'm like, I have no, I have no point of reference for this. Oh, the emote. That's a Simpsons character? Is that Principal Skinner? Is that what that is? I didn't know who it was. I just thought it was a generic person. I didn't know it was someone in particular. You said it was a cartridge blowers emote. I actually just assumed it was supposed to be Matt. I mean, you have to keep in mind, it's like 3 millimeters tall on my screen. Got kind of lucky there. So I got the Contra. Why did I do that? I missed the start of my timer. Alright, so I was saying I got the Contra Anniversary Collection on the Switch because I want to play the arcade version of Contra, and I guess of Super C is on there too. So it'd be nice to play that. But over the weekend I turned it on and I played just a little bit of Super C. And I mean a very, very tiny bit. I don't even think I made it out of the first level. But it was just... It felt very different. It felt very different. It felt very weird to be playing this on something that wasn't an NES. I didn't do very well. I feel like I can imagine that scene in my head, Sparrow, but I don't know if it's because I've seen it or if I just have a very powerful imagination. I've seen a fair amount of The Simpsons, especially the early Simpsons. I have some of the seasons on DVD, but I'm not really expert in it. That's for sure. My reset sword is getting a lot of use tonight. Thanks. It's almost like I'm not doing well. Broadsword. Well, what is the broadsword if not the reset sword? What are we talking about? I did something to my left arm. I'm not really sure what. I don't know, I used it wrong or something. And, it doesn't exactly hurt, but now it feels weak. My arm feels weak. More meta references. There's this board game in the early 90s called Hero Quest. In the British commercial, one of the kids says, "I'll use my broadsword." Fair enough. I like board games well enough, but I've always gravitated toward very simple board games. Stuff like Sorry or Splat, something like that. Board games that are like sort of big and complicated with a lot of RPG elements in them. Those are not so much the game for me. I gravitate toward board games for the simple-minded myself, Jelly says. Oh, Sparrow says, yes, I want to play Splat. Who doesn't? Everyone loves to play with Play-Doh, right? Pookie Stan, welcome in, Pookie. Messed up my shoulder pretty bad by leaning on it too much when I first got my Switch, using the portable feature on my bed. So yeah, you can do a good bit of damage to your arm over stupid stuff you wouldn't think would hurt. Yeah, I must have done that. I don't know what I did. lifted myself up with it wrong, or twisted it, or something. Sure, it'll be fine with a, sure it'll be fine in a couple of days, but it's just weird because every now and then when I lift something, if I lift something on my left arm, I kind of notice that it feels like I have to exert myself a whole lot. A whole lot more than is normal. Like even lifting my wooden sword there to press the reset button feels much more strenuous than it should. NCK, great to see you. Thank you for joining us. So I did something to my arm. I'm not like seriously injured. I just I somehow have overexerted or misused my left arm, so it's feeling a little weak. That's just what I was saying. I'm sure I'm gonna be all right. I appreciate your concern for me, though. I've had that before, Frownie. In fact, maybe yesterday. I think I just slept on my arm wrong. Yeah, something simple like that. I need a Nerf gun for the... I didn't see the whole comment, but to reset, I need a Nerf gun. Is that what we're getting at? Wouldn't that be something? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what happened there? No. Hang on. I opened the power-up, but no power-up fell out. Where did it go? Did the exploding bomb destroy the power-up? What happened? Oh no. Now the game has crashed. Alright, my friends, let me take care of this real quick. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're up and running again. A Nerf gun that's belt fed. You can shoot a dart at the reset button anytime you need to restart. That'll do the trick. You greatly overestimate my aim, Pookie. The game glitched hard. That it did. That was, I mean, that wasn't the worst glitch I've ever seen, of course, but it was a weird one. It was definitely unique. I'll use my broadsword. I'm gonna need something stronger than that. That's what the Contra games need, right? A melee weapon. Alright, so if you're just joining us, the idea of Super C tonight is I'm going for a low percent deathless run. I've been practicing it for a while. I can do low percent 1 credit clear. Deathless, I need a bit more practice for. So, no items. If I spawn an item or I die in the early stages, that's why I'm leaning on the reset button so heavily. But if we make it into stage 4, then I usually don't reset after that point because I need a lot of practice in stages 4, 6, and 7. I'm really bad at those stages. Oh, thank you, Sparrow. I'll definitely give it a look. Okay, I think that was a fairly quick kill on the helicopter. So very scary. I love this one enemy, one bullet approach. I don't know why I love it so much. I'm not very good at it. I really need to take out this gun. Don't let the timer fool you. This is not a speed run. Just gonna leave that guy up there. I don't usually do that. Oh yeah, I think they spawn pretty much endlessly. I think if you stand in the same spot on stage 2, enemies will just flood in forever. No good. It's a speed run just at a low speed. I love it. It's so unfortunate. I might use that. I might start using that term. I might start using that term fairly often, Sparrow. Refer to my gameplays as low speed runs. We're doing this whole thing in first gear. If I could ever get out of the driveway. No, of course not, Sparrow. I can enjoy a playful ribbing with the best of them. Have you ever played Life Force? I have not. It's another Konami game, right? I've been asked about it a couple times. I think I have a copy of it in my collection, so we'll do it at some point. Kind of like flying shmup games. That's a type of game I haven't played a whole lot of. I definitely need to try a few out. I've played a little bit of Gradius, a little bit of Defender, and a little bit of R-Type. But I haven't spent a significant amount of time in any of those. No. Sometimes you just see it coming. See it coming so long before it happens. When you played Contra on the C64, was it called Grisor? No, it was called Contra. I don't think I've seen that title before, Sparrow. should have only fired one bullet. Apparently it was rebadged, maybe for some other regions. I'm surprised it wasn't called Probotector. Now that I think about it. If I were an amateur programmer with unlimited time on my hands, I would start a project to demake every Nintendo 64 game for the Commodore 64. That'd be a good hobby. Alright. Usually I only take out the helicopter quickly if no regular enemies spawn. So that so many extra enemies would spawn, and I still got the first stage of the helicopter. I feel good about that. Nice first stage, thank you. Let's see how quickly I can throw it away. My Contra powers are weak tonight. I'm doing so bad. I threw it away rather quickly. I'd call that pretty quick. Nice thing is that most games ending in 64 wouldn't even need to be renamed. Exactly. It'd be an awesome project. These are Sony MDR 7506. Yeah. Sparrow actually bought these for me. In an outrageously generous move. I was trying to see where my other headphones were. Hey God, I think I see them. I stepped away for longer than I meant to, sorry. I was trying to find the plug so I could actually plug them in. But I don't know where that's gotten off to. So I had a pair of Philips headphones, and I still have those. Just sort of an old pair of headphones that I got at a thrift shop, and they're really nice. But they started, I don't know, I think one of the speakers is wearing out. They started making some kind of weird noise. And I just used them for a while, and I was going to replace them because I found another pair at a thrift shop. And I thought that they were amazing. They were these. They're like from the 70s or something. They're huge. And so I was going to use these on the stream. I thought they would fit with the retro vibe and everything. But Sparrow was horrified. He was worried about my health. Oh, look, kindling. And so he was kind and generous enough to provide me with something of much greater quality. Oh, the Mega Man stuff in the background. Yeah, we put up a I put up a little display for Mega Man stuff back there. I've got my my friend Isaac wearing the hoodie, and then I've just got a bunch of games and figures set up. It's not quite every Mega Man game and collectible that we own, but it's a fair amount of them. It's almost everything. We've got a lot of Mega Man plushies that aren't up there, and I think we have some Mega Man Funko Pops. But I don't know where those are. Equally old school in design. They haven't changed since 1985. Really? I know that you told me that they were like a sort of a long-lasting, beloved design. I didn't remember that they were quite that. That the design was quite that long-lived. All right, gonna get back into it. I thought since I had these shelves behind me though, and I've got sort of a lot of video game collectibles, I thought that I would use the top row for putting up little displays every now and then. You know, and until I end up with enough games to where I need to fill up the space with games, if that ever happens, I would just make little displays for now. And so he started off with Mega Man. And I'll probably swap it out every couple months. There's not a lot of game series where I have enough, like, random stuff to fill all the shelves like I do with Mega Man. But that's alright. I could put up little displays of a couple different things at the same time. Or something like that. We'll see. Just something fun to do. We have a lot of Mega Man stuff because Mega Man 5 is Jelly's favorite game. She likes Mega Man in general, but she hasn't played a ton of the games, actually. I think between the two of, well, but I know between the two of us, I've played more of the games, and I haven't played them all. Mega Man X is your favorite SNES game? It's really good. I've only played through it once, though, so I don't know it super well. We did it on the stream, I did it on the stream last year. I might try playing it again at some point. It might be fun to see if I can do a Buster-only run of it. Since I did the original Mega Man Buster-only a couple times, like, I kind of feel like I want to try and do Buster-only runs of a lot of the other Mega Man games. I feel like the other ones can't possibly be worse than Mega Man 1 was. Mega Man 1 Buster only was so hard. I figure the other ones have to be easier, or at least only just as bad. I can't imagine them being that much worse. Though the end of Mega Man X is pretty hard, so Buster only might be pretty difficult in that game. They were called something else up until '92. I didn't see that before. Alright, I need to get past level 3. I've been trapped here. I've been trapped on the early stages all night so far. That's not a very good showing for a Contra pro like me, huh? Oh, might be getting some glitches. This one's not my fault. Look at that. I saw that piece of, can you see it in the capture? I saw that piece of miscolored tree in the background. that gray section of tree. And then down on the bottom right, there's a square. There's like a square hole in the ground. I saw both of those. Oh, there's some more, too, in the trees on the right-hand side. There's like a piece of the trunk that's shifted, and some of them have holes in them. Oh, the leaves are discolored, too. Anyway, I saw a couple of those, and I was like, oh, that's a bad sign, but it immediately crashed. Derek Ocean, welcome in. What's up? Not a whole lot going on yet tonight, Derek. I'm doing really bad in Super C, and we've been chin wagging a little bit. That's about all that's gone on so far. And the game has crashed twice on me. Nearly identical, except a gold-plated connector on the newer model. They sold both of them until only a few years ago. All right, let me fix the let me fix this cartridge again. All right, it lives again, but for how long? We'll see. V6 sounds cooler. It sounds like a vegetable juice. Speed running tonight? You know me, Derek. You know I don't do any speed runs. But yeah, we are going for the, I am going for the no items challenge. I got lucky there. Did you see those ugly, miss inputs I did? I was just trying to lie down. It never feels like it's gonna happen. It always feels like the helicopter is gonna get off the screen. I guess because it usually does. That guy came walking in off of nothing. Took back the PS5 games you didn't want. I don't even know what's on the PS5. There it is. This is now the best run of the night. You would think I've probably moved across these falling platforms a couple hundred times, and you would think I would remember like their pattern and be able to move across with confidence, but it just does not happen. So I did a bunch of loops of Contra on Friday. I just kept playing loop after loop on a single credit to see how many I could do, and I completed 8 loops. I made it to the end of loop 9 and made it to the last boss, but alright, we're gonna keep going. That's what I get. That's what I get for thinking about too many things. I made it to the last boss on loop 9, but I died. But I was thinking about it because I'm gonna, if I ever finish all 3 of the deathless runs I want to do for this game, I'm gonna do the same thing and try to do a bunch of loops. But this game is a lot harder. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere close to the same amount of loops. Does this game loop, though? I've never done a second loop in it. I actually don't know if this game loops. So I might not do that. I just assume it does. Everything I just said might be completely pointless. I'll have to check at the end of this run. Second loop of Echo the Dolphin. There are few things in this world I would like to do less than play Echo the Dolphin again. There are a couple, so like, I archived the stream on YouTube, right? And, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't get a ton of views or anything, but that's fine. The point is just to have it there. I don't really care how many people are watching it or whatever. Which is probably clear with how much of a poor job I do keeping up with it. But anyway, I've gotten to where I'm uploading VODs of Echo now. And I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 sessions on there, and we're already on the last stage in the archive. I think I made it to the last stage the 4th time we played Echo, and I don't know how many sessions there are, but I know there's a lot more. And I just wonder because of the few people who are clicking on those VODs. Are they people who have already watched the stream and like this one, you know, something on in the background, so they're like, why not put this on? Or are they unsuspecting? Are they blissfully ignorant of what the Echo playthrough descends into? And is anyone who starts watching the archive, is anyone gonna stick with it? When it collapses into just 1,000 failed attempts at the last stage. 2 deaths. It just amuses me to think about this. How many people have you scarred, Frownie? None worse than myself, so... It's a shame. I always feel especially bad when I die on level 5. Because I'm always saying how level 5 is my favorite level in this game. And you don't want to die on your favorite level. I got lucky there. I got lucky there, too. There's a lot of luck. A lot of luck in early stage 6. Then unluck. This part is where my memory of the game ends, so that shows how much trouble I had with it as a wee lad. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, because Stage 5 has the hardest boss in the game, so getting past the Stage 5 boss is no joke. And then this level has 2 awful traps. The mouths in the floor and those things coming in from the sides. Both of those parts are horrendously difficult, so... I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anyone for having troubles there. I have troubles there all the time. And I've practiced this game a lot more than anybody that I know personally. Oh yeah, stage 8 I have problems with too. I was listening to stages where I have a tendency to die a lot. That would be 4, 6, 7, and 8. Also known as half the game. This part right here is just the worst thing in the game. I don't have to kill him, I'm killing him out of anger. No. I think that puts me at 5 deaths. I think I've died once in every level in the second half of the game. Well, every level since stage 4, I think I've died once. Hey, Man Burning, welcome in. Thank you for the bits. Just having to test if the Twitch leaderboard is broken for everyone or just me. I'm getting cheers and my leaderboard is not working. Well, thank you for using my stream as the experiment, Man Burning. I'm happy to have you here for any reason. And I don't know, I'm having some trouble with my activity feed. I'm missing some stuff in it, so I don't know that I'm having the same issues that you're having with Twitch, but I am. I am experiencing some unreliability. Another death. Yuck, 6 deaths. 7. Well, we didn't have to see the game over screen, but it sure wasn't pretty. It sure wasn't pretty. Didn't show up on the board. I think it's a universal thing. You're probably right. Do you think the wall mouths survive off of secret wall meat? I think they survive off of I think they survive off of my corpse. I die there. I die often enough there, Pookie, to keep them very well fed. All right, let me Let me see what I've missed here. Mentioned the next Sega Mini. I think I mentioned the Crusader of Senti game. Added Genesis, so I'm more nostalgic to that than the SNES. My favorite Genesis game is Aladdin, but the runner-up is Crusader of Senti. I saw that. Thank you for sharing that, Pookie. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on that Mini. I don't know. I'm not gonna commit to picking it up or anything, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and depending on what the library looks like, I might get one. And another stream, ads would play for like 1 second, and then they'd freeze, and the stream wouldn't load as a result because it was waiting for the ad to finish. Weird. That's a weird and very bad thing to be happening. This game does loop. Alright, great. So yeah, I'll be able to do a multi-loop run of this game at some point then. That's not what we're doing right now, though. I'm going to try to get through the game one more time. I feel bad that I've been doing so not great at it. But maybe they'll turn around now that we've made a pass through the whole game. Does it loop back to Echo? Why do people want me to play Echo again? I don't know. It's not gonna happen. No, I'm gonna die by the helicopter. Okay, maybe not. So close. We were so close. Look at how few shots it took. Cows are important. Welcome in, cows. Good to see you. Welcome to a very poor showing in Super C. I'm having a rough night with it tonight. I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought I moved around too much. That was lucky. I wish that, to beat Super C up for you. You might. I think we at least need to give it a stern warning. No worries, Sparrow. Welcome back. Or else. Makes me wish, I think Wednesday night last week. Makes me wish I'd done a couple more runs on Wednesday night last week, because I was on fire last week. We had some really good runs. I should have seen if I could have kept that energy going, and maybe I wouldn't be here tonight. I don't know that fighting this thing up close is doing me a whole lot of good. Demon Souls and Deathloop. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. That was a very weird, like, running up against that boss. I'm shocked it didn't kill me. No good. No good. I'm gonna stop starting up new runs of this at around the 12:30 mark. So if we don't get something off the ground here soon, we'll just wrap Super C. But I'd like to make it through the game at least one more time. Look at how many guys! Look at how many guys are running in. I don't know if I've ever seen so many enemies on the screen during the helicopter. That was cheap. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel particularly good. I just paid my rent, both a good and not so good feeling. Gotta be done, I guess. Bills don't go away. At least it's out of the way. I knew I was gonna die there. I don't know how to. I just don't know how to fight that thing. I don't know what the best way to do it up close is. I need to go back to just fighting it from far away like I'd done before. Well, thank you, Pookie. My brother was watching me play a racing game called Split Second, and he told me that he was watching. As he was calculating all the ways he would have messed up during the race I was doing. I believe I understand what he's talking about because I watch you and I just keep track of all the times I would have died, and it's a lot. It's just not my night tonight with this game. See, the thing with a game like this is you just gotta play it enough times so that, like, you exhaust all possible ways you can die. That's my secret. You see, I just play a game enough times so that I exhaust so many failures that my odds improve to where basically the odds are in favor of me accidentally winning. That's my secret. I'm always frowning. How did I get the guy who's moving and not the guys who are standing still? I mean, I know I didn't get the one on the left. I didn't fire in that direction, but... Ooh, that looked like a good shot. It was completely accidental, but it looked good. I'm lucky the enemy's hitboxes are wider than their sprites. Yeah, that's from the Avengers. I've actually seen that one. I think there are 4 Avengers movies, right? And I saw the first one and the last one. I didn't see either of the 2 in the middle, though. And all the, like, side stuff. I didn't see any of the, like, standalone movies or whatever. I saw a few. I saw a few of the earlier ones, but I didn't watch, I haven't watched most of the stuff. It's too much. It's too big. Not really big into comic book movies, honestly. Yeah. Feel kind of the same way. I thought that red guy was going to be the end of me. Don't make me frowny. You wouldn't like me when I'm frowny. Though that one, that's a lot more my speed. Although to be honest, I've not seen a lot of the I've not seen a lot of the old Hulk TV series. Alright, we made it to level 4. No more resets. We're just gonna keep going and practice the second part of the game. Although, clearly, the way things are going tonight, I need to practice the first part of the game more. That's so upsetting. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep hitting diagonals when I mean to hit down, particularly left diagonal, like I'm sliding my thumb. In a very unfortunate way, and it's repeatedly ruining me. I need to get better. I need to get better at using the controller. So, one death. Uh-oh. Here comes death number 2. Oh, that was ugly. That was real bad. But we made it through. For now. Uh... Let's just go. Just go. Don't stop for any of these bullets. That's pretty good. Look, the train has a number 5 on it, and you'll see another number 5. Well, that says 6 right there. But look, there's another number 5, and I was thinking earlier, I noticed that number 5 for the first time, and I was like, oh, the train is number 5 because it's stage number 5. And I was about to comment on it, and then I saw a 6, like, immediately afterwards. I was like, oh. That's not why it's number 5. Greg's Retro Channel, good to see you. Welcome to some rather dubious Super C runs. I don't know how I threaded the needle there between those enemies. That was pretty wild. Thank you for the good job. We're at 1 death. This is actually a dead run, but... I guess they're all dead runs until the one that finally makes it, right? But yeah, I felt pretty good about that boss battle. Need the blue guys to kind of calm down for a minute. Why are there so many of them? Too many enemies in this game. Way too many enemies. It's like Konami doesn't even care about my feelings. You're definitely better at these games than I am. Thank you, Greg. Like, I always want to remind people, it is nothing to do with natural talent. It is all about just playing them for hundreds of hours. And sometimes, on rare occasions, I have a tremendous amount of luck. Used to be able to complete the first Contra game, but only with the Contra code. That's probably the way I would have played it too if I had picked it up years ago. Before I became this weird before I became the weird self-torturing gamer that I am today. Playing it as a rental in the 80s. It's so weird because I don't know how this one just completely passed passed me by. Or, you know, like Contra in general. This last platform here with the scorpions, so much of whether I make it past that is just dependent on luck. It all depends on how the left scorpion wants to jump, because if he jumps out, like, really aggressively at me, then I'm dead. There's just really not much that I know how to do there. And I have to fight the one on the... I mean, I could fight the one on the left, but I'd have the same problem from the one on the right. I can only fight in one direction, and so I have to hope that the one coming from the other direction is not going to be super aggressive. And other than just hope to get lucky, I'm not really sure what to do about that area, even still. At least I can sometimes make it through there without dying, though. I had been dying there. I had been dying there every single time for the longest time. There's some longer comments there, so I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up when we get to the credits. All right, there we go. So you want to know how many times I died? I think only one, right? I could be misremembering, but I only remember a death on stage 4, right at the beginning. When we got to the first row of bombs. I don't remember another death. That's not to say it didn't happen, but I don't remember it. So if you do, let me know, because otherwise that's the run to beat. If I'm right, then that's it. That's the one to beat. That's one death. I don't expect anyone was really paying more attention than me. But I don't know. I pay a stunning stunning lack of attention to what I'm doing sometimes. Contra montage to Eye of the Tiger, where the beginning shows you dying to simple stuff and then leads through near misses and ends with the challenge victories. I mean, I do a much less elaborate version of that with the challenge run victory reels already. That opens up with a death montage. I bet most people could get through Contra 1 with the Konami code. I always tried when I got the Contra collection and beat it my first try, but it definitely wasn't skill. It gives you 30 lives, I think, and that got me to the last level. Then when you continue, you get 30 more at your current level. So it's one of those you'll beat it eventually things, I believe. I didn't know. I never thought about that. So the Contra code gives you 30 lives with every credit. You die a lot, but 30 lives is a lot of lives. That's true. So that means you get... How many continues do you get? 2? You get at least 2 continues. Maybe even 3. I don't remember. Fortunately, it's been a while since I've had to use up all my credits. But I mean, even if you only get 2, that's 90 lives. That's not bad. Probably actually continued somewhere before the last level, but don't remember. Code makes it too easy. Every time I tried without the code, I was lucky if I made it to the 5th stage. Konami code in this game only gives you 10 lives, so this one's a lot harder either way. Don't think I've won this with the Konami code, Pookie says. This game is definitely harder. I would definitely say that this game is the harder of the two. Even just because of the stage 5 boss in this game. I don't think there's anything in the first Contra that's as hard as the stage 5 boss in this game. All right, my friends, that's our Contra practice for tonight, though. I believe we just had a really amazing run to get through with just one death. I'll have to review. I'll make myself a note. I don't want to brag about things I haven't done, but I think if I counted right, that was just one death. Was today the 27th? So we might be able to make the run happen soon. I didn't put Contra on the schedule for tomorrow or Wednesday, or Super C rather, but depending on how I feel, we might pick it up briefly at the beginning of the stream. Since we're getting real close. I don't think I want to play it for as long as I did tonight, but because we do have some other things, but we're definitely going to pick it back up again on Thursday if we don't get to it before then. So thank you for enjoying some Super C with me, my friends. We'll move along now. I'm going to take a short BRB, and then when I come back, we'll play some more of Pikmin. We're going to switch over to the Wii and play continue our playthrough of Pikmin. We saw our first round of end credits the last time we played, but there seems to be a whole lot more left to do. So we'll see how much of it we can accomplish tonight. Probably a lot of grinding through caves. I think we opened up a new area too. So we've got access to there are a bunch of caves that we got access to the last time we played that we didn't actually explore, and we opened up a completely new area for the first time. So there's a lot of stuff for us to take a look at in Pikmin tonight. Pookie says the difficulty of this is probably why I remember the first so much more. Probably mainly played the first because Super C is just too frustrating. It's pretty tough. I actually like this one better, though, myself. I feel like this is the harder game, but because you play it after you play Contra, typically, you come into it with an advantage of at least you've had a game to adjust to, like, the controls and like the dodging of the bullets and that kind of stuff. Because it's the only gameplay difference between the two is the way that the fire gun works, right? I think other than the fire gun, they're basically identical. All right, but let me get to that BRB. I'll be right back with you, my friends. If you want to join me for some Pikmin, just stand by. I'll only be gone for a couple minutes.